round 5 here at Assen for the Dutch TT. 10 riders here for today. Unfortunately, no Division 2 due to problems that shall not be discussed. But yeah, just Division 1 for today. Division 2 will be next week, hopefully, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, so 10 riders. Hadith, he starts from last. Bradley unfortunately couldn't make it, so he won't be getting any points today. But Platt starts from pole, but he is having some issues that are not at all his fault. So if you see him go straight on or slow down very quickly, that's when he's having his problems. I can't remember who's. I think Adam is second on the grid, and third is Jack, I want to say. I've already forgot when. I've not long just. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, then Sire 4th, Howling 5th, and VTR in 6th. So that's your front row and second row. Just Howling left. So Howling and Nelson, the two home boys, both riding for Repsol Honda, so they'll be wanting to bring HRC 2 podiums. Nelson, the most recent winner. But this track's very hard, it's very bumpy, very difficult in terms of consistency, because the front end has a mind of its own. Well, both front and rear have a mind of its own around this place. You touch a curb wrong, the tyres, the bike, anything. If you make one mistake, goodbye to your hopes and dreams. So I think the winner today is just going to be he who can stay on the bike. If you stay on the bike, I'm pretty sure most people are going to crash, unfortunately. So those who can stay on the bike shall be the winner. And I'm pretty sure the top 3, if they can stay on, they'll be the ones who win. Right, seems like everybody is ready, so let's get going. So Platt running the Prima Ducati for the first time since the update came out earlier this week. So let's see if he can win his first race in purple. Adam in second, and Jack Berman in third. Lights are on. And we are off. For Assen, and Platt has had one of the most perfect starts I think I've ever seen, as we now head towards turn 1 for the first time. And look at Sai setting up the inside, and there's already been a crash for Jack. Unfortunately, he's gone down at turn 1. So it is Sire, Nelson, VTR and Howland as your top 5. Oh, someone's got up the inside. Old Sky Hadith setting up the inside of Finley, forcing him off the track, and that's pushed him down to 9th. Sire has just bashed his way. Oh my lord, what is going on with some bashing here? I didn't quite see who that was. I think that was I didn't see who that was. Can't remember. I think it was Adam. The with you bikes having a bit of a knife. Oh, here comes VTR up the inside into of Sire at turn 7. Not possible. If you now go through turn, oh, there's people on the curbs there. You want to be really careful. Flipping out. Look at the back there. You got Howling, Finley, and Adam all fighting for 7th place. Oh. And also Vito does have a penalty that he will have to serve soon. So now start building the speed from sector 3 to 4. Track limits is also going to be a problem here because it's so easy to exceed track limits, especially at the final chicane. There's going to be at least one person who exceeds on this lap. We've already got 3 warnings for Howling, Finley and Adam, but I feel like that is due to them battling. As someone's got the inside. No, Adam couldn't quite get underneath Finley there. But we start lap number 2. So give VTL his long lap penalty. Will he take it this lap? Or he's got 3 laps I think to take it. So here we go into. Oh, he's going to take it straight away. That's a very interesting tactic from VTR. Did not expect that. I thought he was going to take it later on because of the gap, but he's come out just in 4th place. That was very close. And now VTR's charge towards the podium begins again. But now there's a group starting to form here for 4th place. We've now go through the chicane. Craig's going to try to go round. No way, round the outside of VTR, but he's just ran wide off the circuit and is forced to drop position, and he's actually run wide there again, and he might fall into the traps of Hadith. Oh my god, who's that? That's Jack going straight on in the background. Ooh, Craig on to the curb. So these battling, those who lost out from battling on the first lap are actually starting to regain the position. Flipping heck. Oh god, they're all getting on the curb. You do not want to be doing this. Through the fast right-hander. Someone off the track, the finals Adam there, you can see he's picked up a warning. So now we come through up to the GT chicane. Just can't quite close enough for anything to make any moves. And Howland's got to be careful, he's one warning away from a long lap already, it's only lap number 3. Hold on the brakes into turn 1. You can just see the two Hondas here, they're just, I think they're trapped between the Yamahas. They're hoping to be set free. Hadif goes wide, Howland goes up the inside and sits him up, and now Finley going to go up the inside to try and set him up. But Hadif's now got the inside line on Finley, who forces him out. Can Adam just can't quite take advantage of the situation. As we now go down the straight, there's no way Hadif's Yamaha's going to be able to blast past the Honda, but can Finley find a way past on Hadif? Not quite. As we go through the chicane, this might be a chance. Oh my god, Adam's going to go round the outside of Finley using the turning abilities of that Yamaha chassis. And yeah, he's done it. Adam is through. And Craig is starting to escape from these three. There's Nelson. And so starting to battle. Oh, Adam and Finley have gone down. Of course I missed it as soon as I move away. Oh, so I get on the curb. You don't want to be doing that. Now here comes Nelson, building and building. Getting closer and closer. Oh, VTR's gone down in 4th place. Here comes Nelson. He's got the front into the GT chicane. Say a perfect line there. He's completely blocked him off. And that is how you do defensive work in the final chicane. If we now look back, Craig in 4th, Howling in 5th, and he's got Sky Deef behind him in 6th. As they go hard on the brakes into turn 5, Howling taking a very defensive line. Holds him off Platt. 4 seconds in the lead. He's just got to keep this going and he'll win the race, but I know he's going to have this problem on his mind. He's just going to keep it together and hope that he doesn't get his issue. But Hadif at the moment he's doing a good job here. Oh, and Adam and Finley making contact. VTR all the way down in 10th place, not where he would want to be. He could have been fighting for a podium had it not been for his long lap penalty, which he got for last week's incident. When Howling's wide, but Hadif just can't quite get underneath the Repsol Honda. Now hard on the brakes into the left hand of the front of that Honda, moving quite a lot. Now you change direction for turn 10, and he's going to turn it underneath the Honda. This is one of the prime passing opportunities, but the Howling just able to use the power of the Honda to stay in front of the Yamaha. Now through this section, you can see how many yards that Honda pulls on the Yamaha. Oh, that's wide. But luckily, Howling's been able to pull the gap on Hadif, so it's not such a problem. Now through the foul chicane, Finley's gone down. Onto lap 5 already. That's a lot better turn 1 for Howling. That is not a good one for Hadif as he hit the grass with his rear tyre and the curb, and down he's gone. Now how far is he going to drop? He might drop to 9th place here. Yep. So Howling is no longer up to defend from Hadif. Now he can set his sights on Craig. Can these two are former podium finishers? Howling a former winner as well. So can these two start to close up on the people in front in the podium spots? Platt's got this win sorted unless he crashes, and he usually makes one mistake during the race. These two, the former teammates. Nelson in 3rd place. Yeah, I think he'll take that for his home round, another podium. He's only had 2, a 2nd and a 1st, so he hasn't done a 3rd yet, so that's one to tick off. It's how using all of the track to try and gain as much time as possible. You can see Platt, he's just nailing all his markers. Not making any real mistakes. And Nelson has gone down at the GT chicane. It was going all so well, and now it's not. Oh, he's gone down again, trying to remount. Oh, that is gonna hurt him a lot. And he's gonna rejoin in about 8th place. So Craig is now promoted to the podium positions. I said this race will just be about stay on the bike and you can win, you can be on the podium. That's what the top 4 have done. And at the moment it looks like Craig is pulling the gap from Howling, and Jack is starting to just about creep up on Howling. So Howling's just he's in that position where he's not in the most ideal scenarios, but if he can just manage the gaps and keep his rhythm going, he should be fine. And you never know, he might put a late race surge on if possible. Nelson would be absolutely fuming with himself. It's a mistake that should not have been made. He had a pretty safe 3rd place. Platt's already going into the final corner. Flipping heck. There we go, through the chicane. Oh, and he's down! He's gone down at the final chicane. The front end wobbled. The bike just simply did not want to go. Oh, and he's gone down again! Where is Sire? Sire, please dodge this. Yes, he's dodged. And Sire takes the lead of the race. That's all it takes. Oh, way up. And here comes Craig. He's in the slipstream with Platt, but he's not close enough to make an attack. So now we've got to see what Platt can do. I said he usually makes at least one mistake, and there it is. And now Sire's got a long lap penalty. Platt getting very close to the ground. And Sire's gone down. Would you believe it? Oh, and Jack's gone down as well. And Howling, I said he could be on for a podium, and there we go. He's into 3rd place. Sire's got a long lap, so he doesn't have to worry about Sire. You can just let Sire go and let him do his long lap. Can you believe it? Just how quickly things can like Sire, you had the win in the bag. Like, if Nelson had crashed, you have the win in the bag right now, and it's just all gone wrong. The bloody just gotta keep it together. He can't afford another crash. You have to respect that chicane. If you don't, things can easily go wrong, as we've just seen. He's starting to eke the gap out to Craig. Now it's Sire against the other Repsol Honda. This time for 3rd place. But he has got a long lap penalty, and he will have to serve within 3 laps. So Howling can just sit back, watch him take his penalty, but he's also got to be careful to not get a penalty himself. He goes up the inside at Ramshook, but he just can't quite get underneath the Yamaha as he goes into the braking zone of the chicane. Oh, that was close. In the slipstream of the Yamaha, he's going to pull out to the right. Can he outbrake the Malaysian? No, he's going to brake quite early, make sure he can make the corner, because you don't want to get dragged in on the slipstream. And here we go, gets to take his long lap. Wow, that was close. Let's see, let's watch side. Oh, he's messed it up. He's messed up the long lap. And that brings Adam into play. He could potentially be taking 4th place here. I think the top 2 should be set, unless they make big mistakes. Plus, he's just got 6 laps. No, Craig! Craig's gone down. I'm jinxing everyone here. I do not believe it. Craig has gone down and he drops to 3rd. Will he drop to 4th? Yes, he will, but he's still. But Sire's got the long lap still. So. Oh, but Craig muscles his way past his teammate and moves back into 3rd place. Oh, but he's round wide, and that's going to allow Sire to have the outside line, which he likes to use. Use all the curve on the outside, but Craig's got the inside, so he's all around the outside. Use all the corner speed possible. Contact. Oh, and his Craig's gone down. Oh God, that is not good. How things can change in a lap here. Maybe in a lap in the space of 2 seconds. Oh, and he's gone. And Finley's now got a long lap. Platt now leads Howling by 9.2 seconds. Howling, who's just, I think he's gone with what I said to do, just stay on the bike, and he is in third. He's in second place. 5 laps to hold on. It doesn't look the most comfortable out there, but he's making it work. And Sayed has done his long lap penalty now. Can he remount a challenge for the podium? And this time he's got Nelson to fight. He was fending off Nelson, now he's got to attack him. Through turn 7 and now turn 8. He got VTR. VTR was last at one point, now he's 4th. And on the brakes, both sides a bit wide, bit of dirtier, bit of increased tyre pressures. Now we start rising up the gearbox once again. So he's got the run on the Honda, but he just can't quite get through. Oh, he goes up the inside into Ramshook. And he is through. Lovely move there by Sai, but Nelson's going to come back into the chicane. And he's through. 2.5 seconds from Adam to Howling. I think Howling is just bringing this home. He can't afford to take any risks right now. He hasn't had a podium all season. He should have at least probably had one at Austria. Oh, and Saya's gone down. Oh no. And Jack's gone straight. Oh my god, he stayed on. I do not believe it. Well, congratulations to him, because that should have been a crash and he somehow stayed on. I don't think he'd believe it himself. And so Cyrus let Nelson free. Can he close? Can any of these two close in on Adam for the final podium spot? Platt's gone down again. Where's he gone? He's got. Oh, that's a very fast section to crash at, but I think he's got a good enough gap. And he carries on. What's his gap? It's closing, it's closing, it's closing. 2.7 seconds. He can't afford one more crash. God knows how that crash happened, but 3 laps to go for him. 3 crashes and he's still in the lead. That's how fast he is compared to the rest of them. I mean, obviously the others have made a load of mistakes, but had they just stayed on, they could have won this race, any of them. So it's easier said than done. Oh, wait. What was that? Oh, that was his monitor turning. That was his monitor turning off. So there we go. That's the problem he had. Luckily, I didn't spot. That's not so bad. But the gap now 0.8 of a second. Let's go through the fast chicane. Howling, I bet he can't believe his luck. He's within 1 second of the leader. All it takes is one more mistake from Platt and Howling could be on for his first win in a long time. Through the chicane, not the chicane, sorry. Well, it's kind of a chicane, but it's not. We change direction now. We start to build again. Platt, he crashed here, lap ago. Gotta just make sure you don't take too much curb. Just roll through the gas as you turn into here. Plant the gas back on. Now you change direction from right to left. The Default's compressor. Now the extend again is you plant the power, get the rear sliding, and slide the rear into the final corner. Well, that was a big corner cut there. 2 to go. Oh, Saya and Hardy have had a big coming to. Oh my god. The bike's scattered all over the track. And Platt's already extended the gap back to 2.2 seconds. He's got to be careful, he can't afford another mistake. If he has another mistake, that's him out the podium. Through the fast chicane now. Oh, his side's gone down again. What a disastrous race for him. He was leading at one stage and now he is dead last. Hard on the brakes into the left-hander at turn 9. And Adam is starting to close in on the Repsol Honda with 1.5 laps to go. Adam's already taken 1 victory this season, could be on for a 2nd place. As we now approach the Ruskenuk for the penultimate time. And into the GT chicane. And Howling has picked up a long lap penalty on the last lap. And he's been gifted this. So Howling's gonna have to take his long lap. We'll go on board the helicopter shot now, see how he does it. He chose not to take it. I'll have to see what the rules are on that one. Because it's the last lap. He's obviously chosen to not take it. So here we go. 7/10 the gap. Through the fast chicane. Oh, that's a bit wide. The front moving a lot. Oh, Adam closing in a lot. Oh, he's off the track and he's down! Adam taking too much speed, taking too much risk, and he's gone down. And Howling might cling on to this, but I don't know what the rules are in terms of last lap, long laps. Because he could have taken, well, it's worked his strategy, but I don't know if he'll still hold 2nd place. But anyway, Platt, he's created a lot of problems for himself. But it looks like he's going to once again bring home the victory. He almost crashes on the curb there through the left hand of the Ramshook for the final time and into the GT chicane. He goes. He's got to take this ultra caution. Missed that curb, and he takes his 3rd victory of the season. Oh, sorry, it's 4th. It's 4th. No, it's 3rd. Yeah, sorry, 3rd. Howling finishes across the line 2nd. VTR is 3rd. Adam will finish something. Did Nelson crash on the last lap or something? Nelson finishes 5th. Finley in 6th. Jack in 7th. And Hadif and Saya will be 8th and 9th. Oh no, Hadif's run out of fuel. Here are the results. Platt wins, Howling is 2nd for now, VTR is 3rd, Adam is 4th, Nelson is 5th, Finley is 6th, Hadif is 7th, Sire is 8th, Craig, and who was the other one who left? Mine's gone. There was somebody else, but I can't remember who it is. Oh, why is Jack not there? He must have left early, that's why. Right, we're going with the interview, so we will start with VTR. So, VTR, where do I start? So you had a good start, you took your long lap, it went to plan, you were in 4th place. Then you proceeded to have a load of mistakes, you crashed and you ended up I think you ended up in last. But then you stayed on the bike and at the end of the race you found yourself in 3rd place. So, pretty good comeback ride from yourself.
Yeah, this race it's almost like a win to me. I will believe I get 2nd place because obviously the rules, there's another 3-second penalty if they don't take a long lap penalty, and he was before the point. so he could have taken the long lap. So I will get second possibly. But yeah, this weekend it's been like a struggle because I've had a 3-place grid penalty and a long lap. So I've had lots of negativities this weekend. But yeah, from a comeback ride from the crash I had, I lost around about 12 seconds in the end. So I don't think I would have got plat, but I reckon I'd have been second, third anyway. But yeah, it's been a really tough weekend. I raced clean. I didn't do anything stupid this race, and I just kept on the bike, set consistent lap, and yeah, with the consistency, back to my usual way of not getting many warnings and just staying on the bike and not doing anything stupid. Going into this, I really thought I was one of the slowest in there, running at the back, but you know, turns out I was actually one of the faster ones, and I managed to keep the pace up to get second. Well, should be second place.
So I've just seen the message of we'll have some stuff because Howling's apparently got some warning things that have gone on. Well, he's got warnings.
Okay.
He probably shouldn't have got warnings, but we'll see.
All right. Yep.
But anyway, it's still podium. So from last, and I mean long laps in grid positions.
Yeah. Should put me second in the championship as well because Adam crashed.
Yeah. So well done.
Yep. Thank you.
So Howling, you've been quite unlucky this season when it comes to running out of fuel, crashing, or whatever. For some reason, you and that Honda just could not find your way onto the podium. You come to your home circuit and you found yourself in second place.
Yeah,
you were the only rider to not crash as well.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, that feels so good because I told you, man, after last time I felt so bad. I felt like the worst rider on the grid. Just keep crashing out, not being stable on the bike. But I almost jinxed it nearly this time because I got 3 warnings when I had contact with Hadif. But then I forgot I was all that time on fuel mode 3. So my fuel was nearly done, so for the half of the race I was on fuel mode 1, short shifting, trying everything I could, and I couldn't go faster than I just did. And I saw everybody bringing the gap down, and the temptation was high to put the fuel up and go fast again, but I knew I wasn't going out of it. Luckily I was able to finish with 0.1 on it. Had some good battles though further with Saya and a little bit with Platt. I think he was playing with me because he crashed once, and then the second time he just waits for me at sector 1 and drives off again. And also with VTR with a wonderful charge coming from the back with Adam. Yeah, I think there is still much more that I can do, and so much more that I have to work on with the setup. But this is good news. I am coming for you guys. Congrats to Platt and VTR as well.
Yeah, so the gauntlet has been forgot what the catchphrase is, but you've stated your claim to the podium battle.
Thank you.
So Platt, once again, you made your life difficult for yourself. You had a massive gap and proceeded to crash once. You remounted and immediately crashed due to wheel spin. Then you crashed again at right at the end of the fast section at the back end of the circuit. Then I think the following lap you then got your screen turned off, and despite all of that, due to the amount of pace you've had over everyone, you actually managed to still cross the line in first place. So I think you must be pretty thankful that so many people made a load of mistakes for you to take this win today.
I felt really good going into that race. I mean, new controller, low stick drift felt great, consistent pace. I think I got to lap 7, I had a perfect start, got into turn 1, led. I had a good gap over Sire, and then I crashed once at the chicane, just lost the front, no warning at all. Then I crashed again, got a little bit of wheel spin when I remounted, so I felt like after that I'll take it carefully, go into power 1, just sit behind Sire, but then he made a mistake himself, he went down. So I just decided to start pushing again. I created another solid gap, and then I crashed again on the back of the track. I went onto the curb, dipped the wheel off and just lost the bike. So yeah, after that I felt good. Came into the next lap, monitor turned off. As always, just struggling with my monitor, same as Estoril, but it's all good. Managed to bring the gap back up again. I was taking it really carefully on the last few laps just so I didn't make another mistake. However, I nearly lost the front at turn 1 on the final lap. That was pretty terrible. But yeah, other than that, it was a solid race, and congratulations to Howley on the podium, and to VTR for taking that long lap penalty and still getting third.
Yeah, so you extend your championship lead. I can't remember I don't know how many points it'll be, but you'll be quite. I'm pretty sure at this point it'll be double figures for you.
Brilliant.
So that has been it for round number 5 in Division 1. We'll be back with, I think, Division 2 Racing next week, I think. And yeah, see you then. Goodbye.